Ladles and jelly spoons, welcome back to Badgerworks. Bit of an odd start to the video, but yeah. This is a bit of an update. I've been working on the next T34 for the Belly Tiger build, and it has become apparent to me, for reasons that will become obvious, that it is never going to be ready in time to get a video up this week. So I thought what I would do is show you why it's never going to be ready in time, and also just give you a little update on where things are generally. So this is why it's not going to be ready, because I'm doing this. I'm currently in the process of building the tracks, and you'll see more of this in the actual video. And the problem that I'm having, and it's nothing to do with the actual files that I bought for the track sections. It's the fact that they were never designed to be printed this small. And also, I don't think my printer is of a high enough resolution to do them justice, because they are obviously a very tight fit, you know. And because of that, it means that every single link has to be individually sanded and fitted, which is fun, as you can imagine. So I've done about half of one track so far, and that's taken me several hours. It doesn't help they keep sticking to the tweezers like that, because these tweezers are supposed to be non-static and non-stick and everything, and they're really not. But still, oh come on, get off. So yeah, but yeah, like I said, I thought while I was doing this, because if I have to put up with this, then you can as well. Oh, where did that one go? Oh, sorry, let's get a different one. There are, if you're interested, the links have come out quite nice, see? But the trouble is, because of the printer, they don't quite fit, so I have to sand each one individually, which is fun, as you can imagine. I mean, I dare say if I had like a 4K or an 8K printer, they'd probably come out and fit perfectly, but I don't, and so yeah, I have to do this. And so like I say, they just need the slightest bit of sanding to make them fit. Anyway, so in one of the other videos, I ranted about money, and some of you did step up, and I greatly appreciate that. And I've been looking at ways to sort of take the channel forwards, as it were. And so there's a few things that are happening. I'm not quite sure when they're going to happen yet, but they're things that are afoot. There's something afoot in the wind, as a wise man once said. So we are going to be having channel memberships. And we are going to be having merchandise. The merchandise will primarily be in the form of like mugs, t-shirts, things like that. What I'm doing at the moment is trying to find who would be the best company to go with, because obviously I could, you know, just buy in the stuff and then ship it myself, which some people are very proud of themselves for doing. But frankly, I have neither the time nor the inclination to do that. There's also the fact that if you look at the geography of my demographic, most people are in the UK who watch this channel, but there are also a significant proportion in America, and there are also people in Europe, and there are indeed people in Australia. So hello Australians, lovely to have you here. I've only ever been to Australia once. It was a lovely country. I say was, I mean it is a lovely country. I'm just make it sound like it doesn't exist anymore. So what I want to do, I don't want to have to end up with like exorbitant shipping fees, is the problem. So I've been looking at these like merchandise companies, and what they do, a lot of them, is they have like a central website, and then they have like regional affiliates, if you like. And what happens is these people, when you order something, you obviously tell them where you want it shipped to. They will then forward that order to someone near to you, and that obviously reduces the shipping costs. And it also means that you're not shipping stuff, you know, halfway around the world, which is good, because it means that you don't have to wait as long, and also it's better for the environment. But at the moment, I say I'm just figuring out who's the best company to go with, and I think I've got the I've narrowed it down. But the thing is, there are specific things that I want, and it's finding someone who can provide all of them. So, like I said, we're probably going to be, to start with at least, we're going to be doing mugs, because that was by far the most popular choice, which, to be honest, I figured it would be, knowing my target demographic. Most of you are like me, you're kind of middle-aged men in sheds, which is, you know, nice. But, you know, a lot of people ask for t-shirts and things as well. And the other thing is stickers. Apparently stickers are very popular. But anyway, we'll figure that out. And the memberships is basically for people who don't want to go on Patreon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up in a very similar way to Patreon. So the membership levels will basically mirror what's on Patreon. But because of the way it's charged, there'll be one extra level on Patreon, which is already exists, and the reason I'm doing that is because that was a tier that was added at the specific request of a couple of my patrons, and so I'm going to keep that one as a kind of Patreon exclusive. But the main benefit of that one is you get the actual shout out in the video. So if you want that, then Patreon is the place to be. So yeah. But anyway, I just thought I would give you a little update and also tell you why this particular build is taking so inordinately long. These tracks have 68 links per track. So that's 34 of each of, like 34 of these, 34 of the plain ones. And then obviously the same on the other side. So it's what, 68 times 2 is 136, I think. And you can see why this is taking an inordinate amount of time. So I didn't want you to think I was ignoring you all. It's just literally, this is just very, very time consuming. And it's one of those things, it's quite tedious, but at the same time it has to be done right, because if it's not done right, it won't work. So, but there you go. So yes, a little update. Normal service will be resumed shortly. This is also, by the way, why I'm doing this on this tile, because this one's just glued itself down. But fortunately, by doing it on this tile, I can just kind of break it off like that. Because if that was on the normal desk, it would just stick, and that would be the end of it. So, but anyway, hopefully this has given you a little update and whetted your appetite. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers. Bye.